Hey guys, what is going on? Johnny Sherwood here, and okay, yeah, cool, we're live. All right. Okay, what's going on, guys? Johnny Sherwood here, and I wanted to say what's up, right? Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me on this Tuesday afternoon, and I really do appreciate it because I know that you guys have got stuff that you've got to do in your own lives and your own business, and the fact that you've actually took the time to come out and watch me tonight tells me a lot about you. It tells me that we're a lot alike in the mind and everything like that. So I want to just say thank you guys for coming out. And um, this is actually one of the first hangouts that I've done by myself. I've done them previous with my cousin Jeff, and Jeff's awesome, and I really appreciate everything that he's done to help me get everything in place in my business and getting my hangout set up and everything like that. So Jeff, if you're watching, man, thank you again. And look, I want to give you guys some good value tonight, and I want to tell you how you can actually start creating success in your business very quickly, right? As long as you take action and you implement what I'll tell you, then you're going to get good results. So first thing I want you guys to do is just log into the comments below. Let me know that everything's cool. Let me know that you can see me, hear me. Let me know where you're from, stuff like that. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to I'm going to kind of just start and just dive right into this, because one of the first things that I really wanted to do, and I'll just tell you straight out, I was really inspired last week when Jeff got up here and he told his story and stuff like that, and he nailed it right on the head, because it was, whenever you tell your story and you let people know who you really are and what where you're really coming from, it relates with people. And that's one key factor in really, creating success in business and stuff like that. So what I want to do is, while you guys are logging in and everything, and if you have any questions throughout this, just feel free to, put them in the comment box below. I'll try to keep an eye on it, but I'll definitely keep an eye on it towards the end, because we're going to do some Q&A, and I want to get you guys, if you have any questions or anything like that about, um, your business, about how you can actually start just getting your business just launched off really quick, and stuff that you need to do. If you have questions, anything like that, I want to get them answered for you. So make sure again that you're logged in so that we can do that for you. Okay. But for those of you that are watching this and you have never seen this beautiful face before, you've never heard of Johnny Sherwood, you have no idea who I am, and you may have came from my email list, you may have came from Facebook. I want to tell you exactly who I am and why you are watching this right now. Okay. I know, for one, that you're watching this because you have either gotten started on my team, or you're on my email list and you're wanting to, get started and start making some money. You're wanting to either, get in the business or do some sort of that marketing online. And I just want to assure you that you are in the right place, that you are definitely watching the right video, that the community, everything that I'm a part of, I'm a part of for a reason. It's not because I want to waste my time. I'll tell you that right now. I'm 33 years old. I've got 4 kids. I really don't have time to waste time. Right. I mean, I'm moving forward in my life, and that's exactly what I love helping other people do. I love helping other people move forward in their life. But I do want to kind of break down my story for you guys. I want to tell you guys who I am, so that you'll know who I am, and maybe we'll resonate with each other. You might run away and click off and never come back and unsubscribe from my list and everything else. That just is what it is. I'm actually not looking to work with everybody. I'm only looking to work with a few select people, just for the simple fact that I know that by working one-on-one with people, that I can actually, really create a relationship and create success and build a strong team. And that's exactly what this is all about. So that's what I teach people how to do. So I just want you guys to understand who I am and where I come from. So I'm just going to kind of dive right into this. If you guys get lost, feel free to comment down below and be like, yo, you've lost us, I don't know where you're going, or anything like that, because I know that I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, I've not really scripted for this or anything like that. There's no script I'm going by. I have nothing, no notes, nothing like that. It's all up here. And it's all going to come from here. It's going to come from my heart, because I want to just be real and as transparent as I can be with you guys, because I really do understand what it's like to struggle online. I know what it's like to be in a system, or be in have a business and not be able to produce results in it, not be able to get a lead or not be able to get traffic or anything like that. So I do want you guys to understand that I understand what that's like, and I have figured it out. I've cracked that code, if you will. And I have no problem generating leads or sales into my business now. So I just want you guys to understand that I know what it's like to not be able to do nothing and go, and then go to being able to produce results. I know what that's like. So I'm going to start my story in my late teens. And the reason why is because I really don't think you guys want to hear about everything else before. But, growing up and everything, I was, I wasn't a bad kid, but at the same time, I was no angel, right? I was no angel. And I remember growing up, we didn't have a lot of money. Parents got divorced fairly young. Had both my parents in my life the whole time. It wasn't nothing like I didn't have a terrible childhood or anything like that. My parents are great. I've had great supportive parents. They've always been there for me. They've always, guided me and tried to get me to do the right thing. But the reality of it is, mom, when we were growing up, and I've got a brother and a sister, and when we were growing up, mom was going to school. She was working all the time. When mom and dad got divorced, dad, we went and saw him every Wednesday and every other weekend. And I didn't have a whole lot of parental one-on-one supervision, if you will. Okay. Not saying that they were never there. They just weren't there sometimes during the days when we get off school, and mom would leave early for work and depend on us to go to the bus stop by herself and stuff like that. And, just the reality of it is when you're a kid and you're young and you're stupid, you do stupid things. And, I can remember doing some pretty stupid things. I remember taking cars, stuff like that, and having keys to everybody's car and going and joyriding instead of going to school. It got to a point to where actually my sophomore year in high school, I actually had to transfer out of my original school and go live with my father because I was running with the wrong crowd, because I was running with people that I shouldn't have been running with and doing things I just really shouldn't have been doing. And it really didn't stop when I moved away and I went to a different school. It actually got a little bit worse because I got introduced to a lot more drugs, right? I mean, I had already been like smoking pot, stuff like that, nothing hard, and drinking and stuff. Probably when I was about 15, 16 years old, I started doing that stuff. And I kind of just fell into that life, when you get that. And if you've ever done that, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it wasn't that it was allowed. It was never allowed. Believe me, I got in plenty of trouble for doing stuff when I got caught, but I did stuff. And I remember I used to when I first started making money. Right, I had a part-time job at a hospital in a nutrition the dietary department, and that was giving me a little bit of cash, but I wanted more. It wasn't enough. It was like $180 every 2 weeks or something like that. And it just wasn't enough. So I remember taking that money and actually investing it and I started selling pot. Right. And when I started making that fast money, I really fell in love with it. And it's really easy to do, because when you can just take something and flip it and then double your cash, I mean, who in their right mind wouldn't want to do that, right? But the reality of it was, I was hustling, I was selling weed. I eventually started selling a little bit of cocaine, stuff like that, and I kind of got in too deep with it for a little bit. I got in some trouble with the law and stuff like that, and nothing that I really never got out of, nothing I really never got in real serious trouble with. But at the same time, I was constantly getting in those little troubles. And when you get in those little troubles, they eventually add up to big trouble, right? So when I was 17, I was living with my dad, and my dad is just as stubborn and bullheaded as I am, I guess. But we would constantly bump heads. We'd be fighting, and I was just to the point to where I really didn't care. I was making my own money. I could have went out and lived on my own, and that's exactly what I did. I left, and I didn't come home. And I still went to school because I did want to graduate. I still was going to school, but I was living out, I was living at friend's house. I was living like a party life, and I was like 17, man. And I can remember doing stuff like, going and driving all the way like 30 miles to drive to school every morning because I didn't want to live at home. And I eventually got an apartment and stuff like that. Well, The life of the life of partying, and I'm just going to tell you exactly how it is. The life of partying, the life of selling drugs, it caught up with me, and it caught up with me really quick. The money was great. I mean, it was really literally nothing for me to have $15,000 to $30,000 in my safe cash. It was nothing for me to have that at any given time. But it never stuck around, and the reason why it never stuck around is because it wasn't good money. But that life led me to actually getting stabbed 3 times when I was 17. And when I got stabbed, it was because I was high. It's because I was drunk. I made a stupid decision. I smarted off to the wrong person, and I hit the wrong person. And that person turned around and stabbed me 3 times. I literally got stabbed in my lung, my arm, and my back. I was 17 years old. And after that happened, I was basically forced to move back home. There was no staying out no more. Mom and Dad actually came. They were going to come and pull me out of the apartment. If they didn't do it, then they were going to call the police to do it. And I was only 17 years old, so I really didn't have a choice. So I went back to live at home. But I still continue to run around with the same people. I still continue to do those things. I still continue to hustle. I still continue to do all that. And fast forward a couple of years, I got shot. I got robbed. I had a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, actually set me up, and he came out to where I was living with his cousin and 2 other guys, and they robbed me for a quarter pound of pot. And if you don't know what a quarter pound of pot is, it's 4 ounces. It's not a lot. It's like $275 back then is what it went for, right? So it wasn't a lot of money. And as they were leaving, one of the guys shot me, and it went right into my abdomen, and it was a hollow point bullet, went in, ripped my stomach apart, went to my colon, put stool on my insides, set me up septic. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. It was to the point to where in the hospital, they literally had my family in that room with the priest in there telling my mother, telling my father, telling my family to say their goodbyes because I wasn't going to make it. And I don't know how, but I did. And if it wasn't for the grace of God, I would not be here right now talking to you on this hangout. And that's one thing that I want you to understand is my purpose is I know my purpose is to help people. I know that my purpose is to keep people from going down that same road that I did, right? I know that if I can help one person, that everything's been worth it. Okay. So I got shot and I was in the hospital for like 2 weeks. No, I was a little longer than that. It had to be. It's probably more like a month, something like that. I was in the hospital. I think I was in a coma for like 2 weeks. And I recovered and I got better. And when I got better, I started working at my father's auto repair shop because that's what his trade was. He was an auto mechanic, and he had his own repair shop. He had worked at a big auto repair chains and everything, and he went out and ventured out on his own. He actually did this when I was like 17, and I worked there, part-time here and there and everything. When I'd first I'd gotten arrested at one point in time and went to juvenile. I was locked up for like a week. And when I got out, it was on conditions that I had to stay with my father. So I was going to work with him when I was like 17. But it wasn't what I wanted to do. I didn't want to work. I wanted to hustle. I wanted that quick money, right? I wanted that, that fast, quick money that you can make when you flip stuff, right? But I did, like I said, I didn't want to do that. But when I was 19 and I got shot, I had still been working down there. And I really didn't want to, you would think getting shot that would make somebody be like, okay, not living this life no more. Okay. It almost cost me my life. I'm not going to live this life no more. I'm not going to do this anymore. But with me, it didn't. With me, it didn't. I still continue to do it. And I continued to do it for years. And a lot of people didn't even know it. A lot of people did. But, while I was doing it, I was still working at my dad's shop. I had after I got shot, I kind of stopped working on the cars and went into the management side of it, and started learning that end of it and everything, and really was running the place, and we were running the place together and everything, and had a good business for a couple of years, and it eventually it just declined, and we winded up going out of business. And I still, through all this time, was continuing to hustle here and there, on and off, because I kind of got to the point to where, like, I knew if I did it, something bad was going to happen. I knew that if I took that call and I, started hustling, started selling weed, that something bad was going to come out of it. But I'd kind of gotten to the point to where what I would do is I would make a big flip and I would stop, right? I would do it for like a month and I would stop. And even then that still got me caught up. I remember I actually, this was when my second son was born, and he had just been born, and I was going to take him to the doctor, and I was on my way to go get him and his mother, and we were going to go to a doctor's appointment, and I got pulled over, and the cops literally took me back to the house, searched the house. They found like a pound of weed in the house and stuff like that, and it was terrible. It was terrible. And I knew, like, in my heart of hearts, I didn't want to do that, right? But it was the money. It was that quick money that kept drawing me back to it. It was hard to say no to. And I eventually, I got to the point to where I really just did not want to do it. And I said, no more. I'm not doing this crap no more. I'm going to find a way that I can literally make money, and the kind of money that I want. But by this time, I had I'd gotten into my first home business, my first network marketing business. And I'm not going to say the name of the company, but it was like a personal development product that they had, and it was like $1,100. And I can remember when the shop closed. Whenever we closed the shop, I had like another check coming from one of my vendors, from someone, or not a vendor, but an account that I had, someone that owed me money, and it was for like $1,400, and I needed 1,100 of it to get started. And I knew it was going to work. I knew it was. So I invested it, and I did everything they told me. This was kind of before we were able to have like hangouts. This was before, Facebook and all that. This was before MySpace. I think MySpace might have just came out or something like that. Still on AOL dial up, everything like that. Okay. So it wasn't like it is now, but this was a deal where you were basically buying leads and you were calling people on the phone, prospecting them. And it wasn't what, it didn't work for me, because it wasn't what I was comfortable doing. I didn't want to get on the phone and bug people and be a telemarketer. That's not what I signed up for. That's not what I wanted to do. And I winded up making like a couple of sales. I made a few bucks doing it, but it wasn't nothing that I could sustain a life on, that I could live on. And I winded up losing my house. My house winded up going in foreclosure. I winded up basically losing everything. I lost my cars. I lost everything. I literally went from living in a 4-bedroom house to sleeping on my buddy's floor in a basement. And it sucked. It sucked. And if you've ever had to do that, then you know what I mean. I mean, it sucks to be homeless. And I had a kid on the way. And when that happened, I went back to hustling again. That was another time that I went back to hustling. Like I said, I'd done it on and off, on and off, on and off. And I really just wanted to, I remember when I was hustling and I was working this business, that's what I told people I did. I told people I was running a home-based business because it was making up for the income. They thought that income that was coming in was from that home-based business. Little did they know it was from me hustling, right? It was from me selling pot. And they, I know now, I know now why nothing ever worked out for me. Why no business ever worked out for me before. It's because I wasn't all there. I wasn't focused on it, for one, right? I wanted it. Like, I wanted to work from home. I wanted a business that worked, but if I could go out and sell some pot and make some quick money, that's what I'd do. And it kept me from focusing on my real business. And that's one thing you've got to have in this business. You have to have focus, because if you don't have focus, and you're not willing to be consistent, then you're not, it's just not going to happen for you. But like I said, I went and literally went from, a 4-bedroom house to sleeping on my buddy's basement. I'd still kind of worked on cars here and there. I was getting odd jobs. I was getting, stuff here and there. And it got to the point to where I had worked with one company, and I'd been working with them for about 3 years. And I was a manager, and it got to where 3 years in a row, I'd literally gotten laid off. And I just didn't want to do it no more. By this time I'd had my other son. So, I wanted something that I wanted to be able to create my own income. I wanted to be able to create my own economy, if you will. I wanted to break free from that, that 8 to 7 job, 6 days a week. I wanted to be a good dad to my kids. I wanted to be a good example. I wanted to be able to provide for them a life that, that I never really had. I wanted to be able to give them everything, and that's why I do what I do. That's exactly why I do what I do, is for my kids and for my family. So, I'm kind of going around here, and I know that. Okay, so I just want you guys to just kind of bear with me and know that I promise you I have a purpose to this story. Okay, so when I lost my house and I'm living on my buddy's basement floor, I go back to hustling. Right, I didn't want to do that. I kind of just let that home business go because I wasn't making it work. Hustling was a lot easier for me. And I got to the point where I did not want to do it no more. I had kids. I knew that nothing good was going to come out of it because every time I did it, something bad was happening. And I knew I was to the point to where I'd rather be broke than do that, because I did not want to wind up in prison. I did not want to wind up dead. I'd already been stabbed. I've already been shot. I did not. I wanted to live a good life. And I knew I'd saw a lot of people making money on the internet. So I knew it was possible. I knew it was possible. I just didn't know how to do it. And it got real frustrating. Right. And it got real damn frustrating. If you've been doing this for any amount of time and you're not getting no results, you know what I mean? But I was able to figure it out, and I was able to get a mentor. I was able to get someone to show me a way. Right. And back up just a little bit. My cousin was doing really well at affiliate marketing, right? And I know that he was making money online. And I tried to learn from him. I tried to model what he was doing, but I wasn't focused. I wouldn't do what he said to do, and I wouldn't be consistent about it. I wasn't serious. And if you take anything away from this right here, then I want you to understand how important it is to be serious about your business. Okay, so if you're watching this right now and you came from my email or you're on my team, then I want you to understand it's very important that you take this serious. Okay, because that's the only way you're going to get results. You will not get results if you don't take this serious, if you're not consistent and you don't take action. You're just not going to get them. It's just the reality of it. Okay. So my cousin, like I said, was making money online. I knew it was possible. He was doing it, right? But I couldn't figure out how to do it like he was doing it. I mean, he worked his tail off. He figured a lot of stuff out, right? But I just couldn't. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't get to the point where I want to be consistent. It was like I didn't. Looking back on it, it was like I was just. I wanted it, but I was more content with just getting a paycheck because I knew that was going to be there, right? And like I said, when I got laid off those 3 years in a row at Christmas time, it got to the point where I knew that I had to do something. I knew that I wanted better. So I would work jobs, and that's what I continued to do. And I wanted to come home and make money from the internet. I wanted to make money from home. I knew it was possible. I'd seen people doing it. My cousin was doing it. I just didn't know how to do it to where I wanted to do it. So like I said, I found a mentor. I found someone to train me, right, on stuff that I was able to do, stuff that I was able to duplicate. And it taught me a little bit. The first system that I got into, it's not up anymore, but the training that was inside of it taught me a lot about video marketing. It taught me a little bit about SEO, how to get videos ranked and stuff like that. And I was able to generate some results from that. I was able to generate some leads. I was able to generate some sales, but it wasn't nothing to where I was able to quit my job or anything like that. So I was, I was still working a job while doing this. And it really just boiled down to, if you're working a job and you're doing this, it can absolutely be done, but you really have to be dedicated. You really have to be willing to stay up those late nights and work this business, or you won't get results. And it got to the point to where I was getting leads. I was pretty much getting them on autopilot. I was making sales here and there, but I really kind of just stopped working the business. I'd really just kind of let the videos I had out were doing what they were doing. And, I was still working a job, and I almost got complacent with it. And I didn't really care about moving forward or anything like that. But I got to the point to where I really just didn't want to work anymore, man. Like, I really just wanted to quit my job. I did not want to work anymore. And I was the guy that I had originally gotten into his system. His name's Ryan Maynard. And when, I took the stuff that he taught me, and like I said, I was able to generate some results, but I continued to follow him throughout, right? Like, I continued even while I was working and stuff like that. And I saw that he was getting into, different systems, different stuff like that. And I was seeing his results, and I was just like, man, I've got to put this together. And I wanted it. And that's exactly what I did. I got started in this business, and I got started probably, it's probably about 4 months ago. And I've been able to generate a residual income. I've been able to, literally spend a lot more time with my family, with my kids. It's not just only helped me financial wise, it's helped me mental wise. It's helped me in a lot of different ways. And that's exactly what it's all about. That's what this business is about. And the business that I'm talking about to you is Empower Network. Okay. And Empower Network is just what it says. It empowers people. It empowers people to be the absolute best people that you can be. It empowers you to live the life that you want to live. And it's not a get rich quick thing. It's not something that you're going to make, $10,000 in the next 30 days. The average person, the average person just isn't going to do that, right? You're just not going to do that. But it is a business, and it is something that if you lay your foundation to this business, if you take the time and you lay it right, it will build itself on autopilot. And one thing that is so great about this business is the actual community that I'm a part of, right? It's the group, it's the people that make this business so great. I've got friends now that I can literally, call on Skype, and they're across country, cross seas for that matter. But it's all about the life that you want to live, right? So I know I bounced around a lot. With the story, and I hope that you guys can kind of grasp just a little bit about like who I am and kind of where I came from. And I have been through a lot. I've been through a hell of a lot in my life, and I've come out on the other side. And that's why I just want you to understand that I don't care what you've been through, right? Everybody goes through their own individual stuff, but whatever you've been through doesn't have to define who you are. Okay. Each day you wake up defines who you are. The actions you take throughout that day define who you are, not what you've done in the past. So you guys need to understand that whatever background you're from, if you truly want freedom, if you truly want an online business that's going to actually work, if you work it, not something that's going to get you rich overnight, not something that's just going to magically start working by itself, but a real business, then all you have to do is just click that button down below. Okay. It says get instant access. You can go over to that next page over there and you can literally get signed up and try this business out for $9. Okay. And I believe that gets you like 2 months of the affiliate fee and stuff like that too. But I do want you guys to understand that if you're someone that's just wanting to try it, before you even click the button, just get serious and decide that you're going to do this. And when you make that decision to do this, do it. And things will start happening. Okay. And it's really important that you understand that a lot of people are changing their lives with this business, right? And I know that there's a ton of businesses out there on the internet. There's a ton of businesses online, but there's nothing like Empower Network. Okay. And if you don't know what Empower Network is, Empower Network is a company that's been in business about 4 years. They've paid out over $150 million in commissions to their affiliates. Their core product is the Kalatsu blogging system. It's the most powerful blogging system on the internet. Okay. Their products on through their product line are phenomenal. There's nothing else like them on the internet. And it's something to where if you follow the steps in the training that are laid out for you, then you will have success. There's actually 100% guarantee you will have success, but you have to take that action. You have to make it work. That's just the reality of it. Okay. So I want you guys to definitely, if you're someone that is wanting to take action in this, then click that Get Access Now button right now and go over and try it out for $9. Okay. If you're someone that's just wanting some more information, you can actually click the Learn More button and I'll shoot you some an email, some more information. We can connect that way. It's whatever you're comfortable doing. I'm not here to really sell. That's not really the purpose of why I wanted to have this thing out, but I do want you guys to understand that's available to you. Okay. So if anything made sense to you guys, can you just comment below? Let me let me know if this is making sense to you, or if it just sounds like a bunch of jibber jabber. I know my story was kind of all over the place, and like I told you before, I didn't script this. I've not really told a lot about my past as far as with my hustling career or whatever. But I guess the point that I want you to understand is that everyone has a story, right? And it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It really doesn't, because it doesn't define you. Like I said, what you do every morning when you wake up is what defines you. And I know that. And I've done a lot of stuff in my life that I'm not proud of, just like I'm sure many of you watching this have. But I can stand here today and I can tell you I'm focused. I can tell you I love my life. I love my kids. I can tell you exactly where I'm going in life, down to the amount of money I'm going to be making in 6 months. And if it wasn't for Empower Network empowering me to do that, I wouldn't be doing it. I would probably still be out here trying to hustle, right? Because that's the quick, easy money. And that's what everybody wants, right? Everybody wants that quick, easy money. Guys, quick, easy money doesn't exist. If it does, it's not good money. Can you build a business that's going to be profitable, and can you build it fast? Hell yes, you can. You can build this business very fast if you take action and you work hard for it, but you're going to work for it. That's why that's why it's so important to build that strong foundation in your business, because without a strong foundation, guys, it's going to fall apart. Empower Network's a company that's going to be here today. They're going to be here tomorrow. They're going to be here 30 years from now. It's a business that's here to stay. It's not a fly by night. Guys, there's all kinds of companies out here that try to mimic Empower. There's all kinds of companies out here that want to, that say they're here. And the reality of it is, a lot of them are here today and gone tomorrow. So if you're someone that's online and you're just buying this and getting in this and getting in that and getting in this and doing this. Just stop and get in one thing and focus on that. Okay. Find one thing that you are truly passionate about and go all in with it. Okay. So with that being said, what I want to do is I want to give you guys just some things that you can actually do to start creating success in your business very fast. Okay, I want to give you some marketing tools, because I know some people on here watching, you're already on my team. If you are, congratulations. Okay, I want to tell you that because you're very special. The world is full of naysayers. The world's full of people that don't even get this. They don't even believe this is possible. You believe this is possible because you're watching me right now. I know you are. Okay. So I want to give you guys some tips that you can go out and literally start implementing into your business. Okay. One tip that I can give you right now: don't be fake. Do not be fake. Let people know who you really are. Let people know the real you. When you're fake, guys, people see it. And when they see it, they're not going to buy from you. People don't buy businesses. Okay. Empower Network's great. The products are great. Right? People buy you. People buy people. Okay. So that's one tip I can give you right now, is make sure when you're doing your marketing that you're being yourself. Okay. And that's really important. Be authentic. Be yourself. Don't try to copy someone else. Right? Copy yourself. Be yourself. And you will start attracting a crowd. You will start attracting a following. You will start getting sales. That's just how it happens, guys. Okay. If you're watching this right now and you have any questions about how to make money online, how to, if you're on my team in Empower Network, or if you're in the Total Funnel System and you've got questions on how you can start making money, how can you start getting traffic, stuff like that, just put it down in the comments below. Okay. One source of marketing, guys, that I use is YouTube. Okay. YouTube is a really fast, effective way to start getting traffic over to an offer. And I don't really want to go into a whole lot about YouTube, just because I want to have a separate hangout for that. But it's definitely something you need to be utilizing because it's free. Okay. Social media is free. Okay. If you don't have, a Facebook or anything like that, then you need to get one. All right. Because Facebook is huge. Twitter, Pinterest, all that stuff, guys, go get it. Like, that should be part of setting your business up, in my opinion. You should have all those social networks and be utilizing all those. Okay. With that being said, another tip that I want to give you is in your marketing, in your strategies. And there's plenty of training, guys. If you're watching this and you're on my team, there's training inside your back office of Empower Network. There's training inside the Total Funnel System. There's training there to teach you how to get traffic and how to start getting sales. Okay. If you've not watched those videos yet, that's on you. That's because you're not taking action. Okay. You need to watch those videos, watch that training, watch it, go implement it. It's that simple. Okay. It's exactly what I did, guys, when I got started. I mimicked what other people were doing. Find leaders in this industry to follow and mimic what they're doing. Okay, that's huge. Like that will literally get you going fast. When you find leaders and you copy what they're doing, mimic what they're doing. Don't copy them verbatim. Don't do exactly what they're doing. Right? You don't want to copy like a post they have, copy and paste or anything like that. But you want to mimic what they're doing. And when you do that, that'll really get you catapulting. That'll get you going fast. What do you do on a daily basis every day? Do you blog, video? Every day I make it definitely a point to do a video. And usually, let me rephrase that. I make it a point to upload a video. Okay. And what I do is, with my schedule, the way it is and everything, I will actually sit down. I will do like 15 videos, right? And I've gotten to the point to where listen, when I say do videos, I don't mean do like a 30-minute video. My videos are literally 4 to 6 minutes long, and that's it. So I'll sit down and I'll do like 15 videos, and then I'll upload them throughout the course of the week, right? Blogging, I have a blog. I have a bunch of different blogs, and I try to blog on at least one of those every day, every other day. I'll just be honest with you, I'm not really 100% consistent with blogging. I do social media every single day. I'm trying to master one thing. That's another tip that I want to give you guys, okay? Don't try to go out here and be a master video marketer and be a master blogger and be a master at social media, okay? Don't try to do all that. Find one thing that you're good at, okay? Whether it be video, whether it be blogging, whether it be social media, one thing that you're good at, and nail it. Start getting leads from that. When you start getting, 25 to 30 leads a day with that, then start focusing on something else, okay? Because the reality of it is, if you're someone that's brand new and you try to start doing everything, you're going to be doing nothing, because you're not even going to be understanding what it is you're really doing, okay? So it's really important to just focus on one specific strategy, master that strategy, and then move on, okay? Again, this isn't a business to where you're going to build a $10,000 a month residual income in the first 30 days. Has that been done? It probably has been, to be honest with you, but the average person can't do that. You're just not going to do that. You're just not going to get those results, especially if you're brand new. If you're someone that's been marketing online and you're already killing it, building a business, yeah, you could probably jump in Empower Network and knock it out the park. But if you're someone that's brand new and you've never done marketing before, or you've been struggling and failing before, then you have a learning curve you're going around, okay? What's great about Empower Network is it cuts that learning curve in like a third, to where you don't have to go through all the BS like I did to try to figure out how to get leads. I didn't even know that I had to have a capture page, okay? And for those of you that are watching that may not even know what a capture page is, a capture page is just simply a page where a prospect is going to put in their email address and you capture them as a lead, okay? It's probably how some of you are watching this right now. You probably came to a capture page of mine, either from Facebook or from YouTube or somewhere, and you've gotten on my list, and I've sent you an email inviting you to this hangout, okay? So if that makes sense to you, then really, guys, that's all this business. That's all it is. All that I do on a daily basis is I drive traffic using Facebook and using YouTube. I drive traffic to a capture page. I capture the person's email, and I'll market to them. And the way my particular funnel is set up is whenever that person enters in their email address, you go over to a thank you page, and I actually have a 5-step training series where I teach you step by step by step by step on exactly what I do every day to generate 10 to 30 leads just using Facebook alone. And it goes to the thank you page and lets you proceed on to step 1, okay? It's working really well for me. And once you get into this and everything, you can start dealing with like your, putting together your own type of funnel and everything, because like I said, guys, you want to be unique, you want to be authentic. And the only way you can be that is by not being like everybody else, okay? But if you're someone that's brand new, those tools and everything are already set in place for you, okay? You've already went through that process yourself. All you're doing is sending the same people through that process, okay? There's a huge difference in getting just anybody to enter in an email address, or getting a particular target market to enter their email address. I know that might be confusing to some of you watching this right now, but basically what I mean is if you were going shoe shopping, you wouldn't walk into a t-shirt store, right? It's the same with online marketing. If you're promoting a biz op, if you're promoting to people that want to make money online, if that's your business, but you're promoting to people that are, wanting to buy t-shirts, then you're probably not going to get a lot of sales. You're probably not going to get a lot of opt-ins. But if you have a business where you're promoting again, make money online, and you're hitting a target market. You're hitting people that are wanting to make money online, and your business is that solution. Guys, leads pour in, sales pour in. It just happens because they already want what you've got. And the products inside Empower Network are phenomenal. They speak for themselves. There's not a blogging system on the internet as powerful as Empower Network. That's just the reality of it. And blogging is not hard, okay? And there's actually inside of Empower Network with the Kalatu blog, there is a plugin in there. And if you guys are a team in Empower Network and you are watching this right now, you need to pay attention, because this is how you can start getting traffic from your blog. This is how you can start getting sales in your Empower Network business very, very quickly. If you'll go through, there's a plugin, there's a button on the dashboard that says 21-day challenge. You need to start that challenge. It needs to be the first thing that you do. Go through that 21-day challenge, okay? When the 21 day is up, start it again, okay? You will start getting better at blogging. It's really simple because the plugin is really awesome, because it really just, it's got it set out to where literally you're just filling in spaces. Right? It's giving you examples, you're filling in spaces. It's really simple, especially if you're someone that's not a good copywriter, or you're someone that's never blogged before. This is a great way for you to actually learn how to blog the right way and be able to earn while you learn, because you can literally start getting traffic and start getting sales. It's really that simple. I mean, it really is. You just have to be consistent with it. And probably the only reason why I've not been 100% consistent with it is because I have quite a bit of content on my blogs, and I've been focusing on another strategy because I have leads that come in from my blog, and I've been focusing more on social media and YouTube, driving traffic from there. Because again, all of these are free ways to drive traffic. All of these are free ways. You can buy traffic if you're someone that wants to do that. You can buy traffic, but there's strategies to that too. There's knowing what vendors to go to actually buy the traffic from, to make sure it's good traffic and not a robot. It's with me, I like doing free traffic because it's more targeted. It's more organic. You know what I'm saying? Like it's people that come through on free traffic. I don't have to have thousands of visitors hitting my capture page to get leads and sales. I mean, literally, I had like 22 leads today and made 2 sales. Okay, so it's not something to where like you have to have a ton of leads every single day to be getting sales. Okay, but you want to focus on one strategy, whether it be blogging, video marketing, social media, whatever it is. You want to focus on that one strategy. If you're going to do social media, you need to figure out which social media platform do you want to master. Do you want to master Facebook? Do you want to master Pinterest? Do you want to master Twitter? And focus on that and build on that. That's really important. So just make sure that you're focusing on one strategy, mastering that. And once you start getting leads coming in from that, move on to the next, okay? But master that one first, that's for sure. So with that being said, do you guys have any questions? Anybody watching this right now have any questions regarding Empower Network, regarding me, my story, anything like that? Anything like that at all? And I do, yeah, Jennifer, I do email marketing too every day. That's really important. When you're building your list, it's like you've worked hard for that list, right? You've done all the work to get that list. And a lot of people do this. They focus on getting the leads, and then they don't email market. You've worked hard to get those leads. You want to keep those leads. You want to email those leads at least once a day. You want to send a broadcast at least every single day. My autoresponder, like I said, I've set it up to where my first 5 emails are actually that 5-step series. And that's kind of the way you want to set up. You don't want to just set up your autoresponder, and the first time someone opts in, pitch them. Okay, you want to be giving value, pitch, value, pitch. Okay, and in that 5-part series that I give out, I've got a funnel to where it all links into my business and everything else. And like I said, if you're someone new, don't worry about doing that right now. But if you're someone that's maybe you've been doing this for a little bit, that's something you definitely need to consider, because it brings that authentication to you. Okay, it makes it yours, and the person on your list, you're building that relationship with them. And guys, people will sit on your list for months, even years, before they buy from you. Okay, but believe me, people are watching you. Okay, whether you know it or not, whether you've made any money online or not, people are watching you. You have a following. Okay, so just take care of it. Right, when you send a broadcast, everything you do, right, everything you do in this business, every email you send out, every video you do, every post on Facebook, every post on Craigslist, everything you do should have a purpose and a meaning behind it. Okay, don't rush to get stuff out there. I used to do that all the time. I used to rush to get content out. I just wanted to get it out. Just wanted to get it out there. Well, if it's not quality content, it's doing you no good. Okay, so when you sit down and you do a video, you want to make sure you know what the purpose behind that video is, and you want to make sure you're giving value in that video. Okay, otherwise people aren't going to watch it. They're not going to take action on it. Okay, my videos, I've got several different YouTube channels, but one of my YouTube channels, just over the last couple months, I've been able to get like over 112 subscribers. The traffic that comes from it's ridiculous. So it's all about just giving value and helping people and solving that problem. That's what we are. I mean, we're marketers, but we might as well be problem solvers, right? And what's so cool about, like, with Empower Network, guys, is when if you're a premium member in Empower Network, you actually have 10 blogs, right? Well, if you're someone that, if it basically, the way that this benefits you is because you can literally go out and promote different affiliate products, stuff like that, on your blog, right? Drive traffic to it. Not only can you make the affiliate sales from whatever product you're promoting, Empower Network will convert, and you'll make sales with Empower Network too, because the way your blog is set up with the banner ads and everything else, it's set up to actually convert for you. Okay, so that's something that that you really need to consider that. Okay, because that's powerful. That's how you start getting in those multiple different streams of income, and that's when you can really start creating the freedom in your life. That's when you can really start, doing what you want, when you want, where you want, how you want, right? So just bear that in mind for sure. If you're a premium member, you get 10 blogs. If you're just a basic, you get 3. And even with the 3, guys, you can use those to your advantage. I mean, definitely don't let that stuff just sit there. So many people do that. They don't even watch the training videos. They don't even go through. They don't even bother setting it up. They just want to make money, so they just buy. The training and everything, the way it's set up, guys, you have to go through it. You have to set everything up, or you're not going to make any money. That's just the reality of it. So take the time, lay that foundation in your business, and lay it solid, so you can build a good, solid business that's going to be here for years and years to come, right? I want to be able to pass this business down to my kids, right? To where they can just walk right in and start reaping the benefits. And that's what this allows you to do, guys. It sets up a residual monthly income, residual every month coming in. You don't have to go out and get new sales, although they come in on autopilot when you do what we tell you to do, because we teach you how to just start bringing them in on autopilot. So right on, man. So I don't see any more comments in here, and I definitely appreciate you guys watching. This is, like I said, this is the first hangout that I've actually done 100% by myself, and I hope you guys have gotten some value from it. I hope that I hope, like I said, if one person, man, resonates with my story and just understands that it doesn't matter what your background comes from, doesn't matter how shitty you think you've been, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter what you've done. What matters is what you do now. And if you're someone that's serious and you want a serious change in your life, I'm sitting here telling you right now, you're not going to find a better company. You're not going to find a better group, a better community of people than what you have right here in front of you. Okay. So click the button, the Get Access Now button right below this video, and go over to the next page and try this business out for $9. You can become an affiliate. It's free. You get 2 months for free. That's like $20 a month. So that's $40 you're getting for free. Okay. Just try it out. If you're an action taker, if you're someone that's just trying to get rich quick, or just maybe you're going to, if you're someone that is like I was a couple of years ago, and you're not going to be able to focus on this because your head's up your butt, don't even bother, because you're going to waste your time. Get focused. Get focused. Know and understand why you want this. You know, what are you tired of doing? How are you tired of living? And if you're someone that's just not ready to let go of that life yet, this isn't going to be for you, because this is life changing, right? The money that Empower Network can make you is life changing. So therefore, in order to get to that life changing income, you have to change your life. Does that make sense? Like, I had to literally cut off everybody that I used to hang around with, right? I don't hang around no one no more. My friends are all online. They're across the country. They're across the seas. They're everywhere. They're all online. And I love it. I love them. They've been there for me more than what any of my other friends have been, right? Just remember this right here. You are the sum of the 5 average people that you hang around, okay? So look around wherever you're at right now. Who are you around? What does that person do? What is that person doing? Are they living the life that you want to live? If they're not, then you've got to make a change. And it starts with removing yourself from all the negativity. Starts from removing yourself from the people that are not like-minded. You have to get around like-minded individuals. And that's what Empower Network is. It's the community of like-minded people. It's what our team is, okay? So I encourage you guys to take action. I encourage that. And if you do, I'll actually see it. And if you've came from someone else's list, that's cool. You can click the button down below and you'll actually get put on their team. But if you'll find me on Facebook, I'll actually set up a coaching call with you. Okay. And I'll help get you guys started. I'll get you going in the right direction. Okay. And if you're someone that's on my team and we've not set up a coaching call, or we've not had a coaching call yet, then all you need to do is reach out to me on Facebook. Okay. It's Johnny Sherwood, JohnnySherwood. Just reach out to me on Facebook and we'll have a call. Okay. But guys, I definitely, I appreciate you guys watching this. I hope that this has made sense to you. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and I will be back next Tuesday, 9 p.m., same time. And till then, I'll see you guys later.